Good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to NBC News Daily. I'm Abby Price with your midday ArkLaMiss update. Well, the 2024 race could begin in earnest this week. President Biden expected to launch his campaign for re-election within days. A new NBC News poll shows voters would not want to see a Biden-Trump rematch. Monica Alba reports from the White House.
President Biden getting ready to run again, set to launch his re-election bid as early as Tuesday. As an NBC News national poll shows, 70% of all Americans, including 51% of Democrats, say he shouldn't seek another term. Many citing age as a top concern, as the president is the oldest ever to serve, though Democratic lawmakers who support him were quick to dismiss that.
I was one of his first supporters way back in 2019, attended his first event here in Philadelphia. I look forward to supporting him again.
His performance tells me he's up to the job and does it well.
President Biden has such a strong record to run on.
While his potential opponent, former President Trump, still enjoys the support of 2/3 of Republican primary voters, despite concerns about his recent indictment and other pending criminal investigations. But majorities of all Americans surveyed say they don't want either of them in 2024, echoed by those vying for the Republican nomination.
What America does not want is another repeat of 2020, where we have Joe Biden and Donald Trump running against each other.
As Mr. Trump and his former vice president both focused on abortion restrictions in Iowa Saturday night, in front of voters who will be the first to have a say in the primary fight next year.
We appointed 3 justices to the Supreme Court of the United States that sent Roe versus Wade to the ash heap of history, where it belongs.
Those justices delivered a landmark victory for protecting innocent life.
But not everyone in the GOP agrees.
As Republicans, we need to read the room on this issue because the vast majority of folks are not in the extremes.
Well, a plane traveling out of Columbus, Ohio had to make an emergency landing Saturday morning when its engine caught fire. American Airlines Flight 1958 had just taken off from John Glenn International Airport and was headed to Phoenix when it reported an engine fire while in the air at around 8 a.m. American said the fire was due to a mechanical issue caused by a bird strike. The plane returned to the airport where it landed normally and taxied safely to the gate under its own power. The aircraft was taken out of service for maintenance, and the team worked to get customers back on their way to Phoenix. And new strawberries are being developed to resist deadly diseases. Scientists from the University of California, Davis have been testing 5 different types of strawberries that could benefit farmers. Many strawberry farmers have to deal with a contagious fungus that leads to the loss of strawberries. Since 2014, more than 50% of strawberries aren't resistant to the disease, according to researchers. Now, these new bred strawberries are stronger, and according to scientists, they taste better too. One of the varieties can even be made in the fall and the winter, giving farmers access to a greater strawberry supply.
And now, Storm Tracker Doppler weather with meteorologist Trey Tonneson.
We'll find our next colors on our severe weather outlook Wednesday into Thursday. This time, a main concern for excessive rainfall is what's at the top of the list. However, we will be monitoring the potential for other modes of severe weather to develop in potential and develop in likelihood throughout the week. As for now, most of our area in a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk, aside from some far eastern areas of the ArkLaMiss. Heading into today, partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies persist into the afternoon, and persisting with those is a light breeze and a slightly breezy condition throughout the midday as well. On into tonight, clouds start to build pretty quickly after the sun goes down into the lower 50s for temperature lows, but these are seasonably cooler lows and closer to seasonable averages, but a little bit below average for those overnight lows. On into your 7-day forecast, you'll notice several chances for rainfall and storms as well. Thankfully for your Tuesday, if you have any outdoor plans, most of the rainfall has pushed into Wednesday and Thursday with the slowing of the system as a whole, but not completely ruling out any pop-up showers or storms for Tuesday afternoon. But like I mentioned, most of that will push into Wednesday and Thursday, which is why we're seeing the potential for some excessive rainfall, certainly possible across southern Arkansas as well as northeastern Louisiana into Wednesday and Thursday. The end of this week, we start transitioning back towards cooler temperatures.
Well, that's it for your midday update. Stay safe. Have a great day. NBC News Daily continues.